So, Mr. Henson, let's break it down to the bare knuckles, nuts and bolts. At the end of the day, people are dealing with high blood pressure. They're dealing with bad heart issues.
Right.
They're diabetic. They're dealing with kidney issues. How is this vital water able to help them with those issues?
All right, let's start with we know that diabetes is not a disease, it's a condition. We know that high blood pressure is a survival strategy where the body is squeezing water from the plasma of the blood directly into the brain, nerves, and vital organs to keep a diabetic alive. We also know that hypertension is caused by stress. Stress causes dehydration, and dehydration causes stress. But when you are severely stressed, your body uses histamines as a vapor barrier. When there are lots of histamines in the blood, you have acute histaminic responses, which is asthma and allergies. We also know that 75% of the upper body is carried on a column of water in the form of disc. So back pain is alleviated when the discs, which have been scavenged for water, will have thinned down to where the vertebrae are no longer sufficiently separated, and the body's weight settles down on the nerve that exits between the vertebrae, causing back pain. If you drink life-structured water, lay backwards across the bed, and arch your back just as tight as you can, it'll create a vacuum that will draw water back into the disc, and it will cause the back pain to subside, or at least be relieved until you get a chance to do that again.
Right.
We also know that Alzheimer's is caused by water puddling inside the cranium, unable to enter the cells of the brain, and puddling to the extent that it compresses the brain into dementia. They have found that they can put a shunt from the cranium to the stomach and drain that compressed water back, or drain that water that's causing the compression of the brain into the stomach, reducing the pressure inside the skull. And they found that it causes people's short-term memory to be restored. Now, being that they do this with operations, it would be highly recommended to use life-structured water, which would cause the homeodilution of the brain cells, the restoration of vital cellular water. Then the brain would dump that offending water as urine.
Okay. Let me ask you something. What about nerve stuff, like sciatic nerves and different things? That goes back to the back.
That's a good. I'm glad you asked. The nerves are a sheath of microtubules filled with water. And when you don't have sufficient water, water gets scavenged from the nerves as well. So when you drink water, it restores the body of water that needs to make up the nerves, and and they no longer are showing neuropathy.
Right.
And also, when you are not eating citric acid, it does not damage the nerve sheath. You don't suffer damage to the nerve sheath.
Right. So that's good stuff. I'm glad we had the opportunity just to sit down and chop it up a little bit. Once again, I'm elated to meet you face to face.
Pleasure's indeed
And
mine.
one last thing for the people.
Sure.
We were talking about the H2O. And let them know that that's really not water. It's just a solution.
No, H2O if it were pure H2O, would be unstructured water. It would be, but it would not be of a configuration that the body can use. Now, H2O is a two-dimensional water molecule capable of only becoming part of an unstructured pool of liquid,
Okay.
while H12O6 is a three-dimensional water molecule comprised of 6 H2O molecules. And because all of the ions, the signature of chemicals, have been removed from those water molecules by the living energies of nature, all of the free energy is restored to those water molecules. And it is that free energy that causes those molecules to bind together into a three-dimensional cluster. And that three-dimensional molecule is life-structured water.
Great.
And that's the kind of water we were born with, the kind that's been scavenged from our cells, our tissues, and our nerve for a lifetime, and the kind that must be restored in order for us to ever achieve homeostasis, the restoration of the body's natural and normal functioning.
Great.
All right.
So there you have it, people. I'm sitting here with the man himself, the man that holds the patent on the vital water. Hopefully you enjoyed this video presentation as we sat here and just chopped it up a little bit. We'll catch you the next time.